Yo, how the fuck you doing today? It's ImGoldyYT here, and I have something I want to bring to you and talk to you about. And it is my goals for 2013. I wanted to do a video on this, and now I have the chance to do it, so this is what I'm going to do. 2013 is this year, and I have a lot of goals for this year. I'm 15, and I turned 16 in November, and I want a car and be able to do stuff with my girlfriend and visit her a lot more, because when you're not 16, you can't do what you want to do with your girlfriend. You're stuck around home half the time and you can't go see her every day. And when I'm 16, I want to take her to a lot more places and do some stuff she wants to do. Most of the time I'm taking her to the movies and we're watching a movie or some sort, but I want to do a little bit more something special. But guys, 2013 is a year, it's a weird year because everybody hates 13, the number. It's like a bad number, like karma, and even if you've been to a hotel that has over 13 floors, it will go from 12 to 14. They skip 13 because it's a bad number. And this year I have a lot of goals, and one of my goals is, I was failing 9th grade. Because I sat around home, goofing off, and played video games all the time. Never studied for my tests, never even looked at my notes, never did my homework. And it became a big effect on my life. And it just messed me up when school came time and the teacher asked for my homework. And I told him I didn't have it because I just didn't want to do it. And I didn't want to tell him I didn't want to do it just because I was playing video games all the time. And because I didn't want them to get mad at me. And so I just made up an excuse like, oh, I forgot it at home or something. But the teachers are not stupid. They know that I didn't do my homework because I was too lazy to do it. And I just kind of relied on, hopefully my teachers help me out. Help me out in getting a good grade. Help me out and let me pass. And the first semester was in 2012, and I had good grades. I was passing, had A's and B's, and then the second semester came along, and the first 9 weeks I just did horrible. I ended up passing, but English, I passed with like a 72, and this is what I'm talking about. When they came test time, and I didn't know the answer, I just went right nothing down. I didn't ask for help. I just didn't do it. I didn't see the reason to do it. I was like, whatever, it's 9th grade, I can do better on the next test. But then I hold off, until the point in time came where, wow, if I don't start doing good, I'm going to fail the 9th grade. So then, my teachers had a parent conference. My principal came to me and was like, alright, I'm going to have to call your dad in and have a talk to him about your grades. So I was like, alright, whatever. You can have a talk. I know it's not like I care, but then it came to point in time where I was like, yeah, my dad's gonna care if he finds out I haven't been doing my work. And he really did care, but at the same time he's like, wow, it's your 9th grade year. If you don't want to pass, then you don't pass. I can't stop you. I can't go to the school board for you. I can't help you out in life. I won't be here forever. So then that made me look at another outcome. I was like, alright, I'm going to have to start doing something, or I'm not going to be a 10th grader. So then came along at a time where I stayed at school every Tuesday and Wednesday until 5 o'clock. So I stayed an hour and a half longer every day doing work, makeup work, and completing tests. And it got me back in the groove of where I was doing good. And then I got 103 on tests, on my math test, and a couple hundreds on English tests. But then we had a research paper where I was like, alright, I'm going to hold it off to the last second and do it. Because it's a research paper. I'm good at research papers. And this year she was really strict. And when I turned my research paper in, first of all, I forgot to do my, the credits at the end, the MAP format, I don't know what it's really called. The citations, that's what it is. I forgot to do them, and that was a 30 points off automatically right there. And then it came to the point in time where I got a 55 on that. Everybody failed that. The research paper. Everybody either got an F or a D or a low C. She was really strict on it, and then when she went back into the computer and noticed that everybody was failing, and that research paper put me down from a 73 to a 65. She took the research paper from a project grade to a test grade, which really helped me out and made me passing. And then I had a 72, and I just started doing good again, and did my sniper test, got 100 on it, and did Romeo and Juliet and got 90s, which my friend helped me out with. I was like, all right, I'll give you $5 if you help me out with my test, and he did, and I relied on him, and he's a really good friend. So, his name's Clark. I just want to put that out there. His name's Clark. He's a ginger. I don't know. I don't hang out with a lot of gingers, but he's a cool ginger, so I hang out with him. But, which brings me to my next point. 2013 is, don't let yourself get under negative. Don't have negative outcomes. Don't, let life be brought to you. Do something in life. And that's what I'm trying to do this year. I want to do something I'd never done before, and which was, first of all, be a sophomore. And that's what I did. I completed that, and my report card hasn't come in yet, so I don't know if she was a dick and noticed that I didn't do anything, and she dropped my grade to a low grade, so I failed on purpose. Because when I'm about to tell you this right here, you're going to be like, what the fuck? How the hell do you fail this? But I was failing PE. Well, I failed PE. I had like a 38 in PE. And the reason for this was I didn't dress out. I didn't do my work. I didn't participate unless it was free play, which was basketball, and I love basketball. I'm good at basketball, good at football, but I supported skateboarding, and you know schools don't let skateboarding fly, and you can't skateboard at school and everything else. So I just didn't participate. I was like, wow, if we're going to play soccer and volleyball and all that gay shit, then why should I dress out and play? I said, if I failed PE, it isn't going to hold me back to a 9th grader. It's only math and English I have to pass, and social studies and science. So I was like, alright, whatever, I'm going to fail PE and don't worry about it. And then the point in time of, at the end of the school year, last week, people were like, you know that you won't be able to take PE and you're going to take something else, right? I was like, yeah, no. I'll take PE next year, right? They're like, no. You won't be able to take PE until the 12th grade with all the people that failed. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know that. So I'm kind of hoping that my 96 and 38 and my EOC test grade put me at a low 70, put me over the passing point, but she wanted to keep me out of class the last day because I wouldn't do any work. And she was like, she threatened me and told me she was going to take me to the principal's office and all this. And I decided, whatever, you can send me to the principal's office, I really don't care. And she never did, luckily, but I didn't like her. And not just because of the reason she was a lesbian, which had a big part in it. I didn't like her, and she was ugly and everything. But the big reason was I couldn't stand her because she was a girl. Girls get all the treatment at school, and everybody knows that girls get treatment, and if you're not a guy, if you're not a girl, then you're going to get in trouble for the girls. It's not fair, and I didn't like school that much at Freshman Academy. But I'm hopefully a sophomore, and by 2013, my goal is to do better in school, and I've noticed that if I don't do better, I'm not going to go to college, and, well, I don't want to go to college is what I was always thinking, and I wanted to be a pro skater, and everybody kept telling me, I know you're sponsored by a bunch of people, and you have a good chance of going pro, but what if you break a bone and you won't be able to skate again? I broke my arm 6 times, and that's when they said that, and I was just saying, you're right, what if I did? So now I'm relying on school and skateboarding to hold me off in the long run. That's why I want to do good this next year. well, besides the fact that Dad told me if I didn't do good, I wouldn't need a car, and I want a Camaro for my first car. I just really want to have a nice car going into the high school career, and that is just a goal that I want to do. So guys, that is a little bit about 2013, my school year, and I hope you enjoyed me talking about this today, and I will bring another video tomorrow. So this is DOA. Fuck, why did I say DOA? This is ImGoldyYT, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and this is a Hardscope Final Kill Cam, and I will talk to y'all later, and I hope you enjoyed the Lucky Swarm Care Package. Peace out.